And one more time on the Yankee lineup this evening: Gardy, Judge, Didi, Stanton, DH, Hicks, Walker, Andujar, Romine, No Sanchez, and Torres, and Sabathia. Mets: Nimmo, Cabrera, Conforto, Bruce, Mesoraco, Gonzalez, Game, and DeGrom, with Rosario batting in the last spot, as DeGrom goes for win number 5 this evening against no losses. Scott in Hamilton, New Jersey. What's up, Scott?
What's going on, Mike?
What's happening?
Not much. This whole thing with with these new rules that the NFL put in, it's completely gutless by Goodell and everybody else in the NFL. The fact that you're going to have this situation where in Pittsburgh, where I forgot the player's name, but he went out there by himself, stood for the national anthem, and then got embarrassed.
Oh, Villanueva. Yeah, Villanueva, yeah. I'm sorry we lost you, but yes, that was the guy. Rich in Island Park. What's up, Rich?
Hey, Mike. How you doing? Welcome back.
Thank you. What's happening?
I want to talk about what Woody Johnson said. I hope that other owners...
That wasn't Woody. That was Chris Johnson.
Okay, whatever.
Yeah.
I hope that other owners who respect players' rights to express themselves come out and say the same thing. And I hope that players, better players especially, choose, or it's a factor in their choice of where to play. And I hope that that these teams that respect the players' rights to freedom of speech, I hope that these teams benefit from that by getting better players, being able to recruit better players, and I think that will end this controversy when the owners that respect the players' views get rewarded by having the better players who care about, who want to work for owners that respect their views. And I think that these clubs are businesses, and they're private businesses, individual businesses. And I think that Goodell's decision is a product of the fact that they have different views. And he basically said, I'm going to let you guys decide how to run your own businesses. And that's the end result, because they couldn't agree. And I think that's a good decision, actually, because I think that the owners that, as I said before, the owners that respect the players more will benefit in the end by getting better players and having a better product on the field.
Okay. Appreciate that. Don't really agree with it, but that's okay. Alexander in Bayonne. What's up, Alexander?
Hey, how are you, Mike?
What's happening? What's happening?
Mike, as a black man, I can tell you that I'm ashamed that these guys were kneeling. I like to take a different spin. I like to put the onus on the players. I think that if you have a message, the moment you offend, the message loses credibility. And I think that you're raised to understand that. The other thing that kind of pisses me off about it is that these guys kneel, and then after they do it, there's nothing else that they do. And they're just doing that just to offend and make people upset. They have money and they have influence. There's more that they can do in this country to influence positive change. The only thing to me that they're doing is showing the fact that they can kneel. Nothing in this country has ever been accomplished on your knees, aside from proposing or apologizing. I think that it's foolish for the players to sit and do things, and then after that, there's only like one or two of them that actually do something in their community. These other guys just come and they just kneel, and all it does is create more division because they're offending. And I think that people are missing the point. Once you offend, the message loses credibility, and now the people that are offended, they now have an issue. So, and then the issue still is not, no one is still getting to the bottom line of the issue. Now we're just debating as a country whether or not you should kneel or not kneel. I would say to the players as a message, as a fan, young men, please get off your knees. You're not accomplishing anything by being on your knees. If you really want to invoke positive change in your communities, do something in your community positively. Kneeling and then next week not doing anything solves nothing. Thank you, Mike.
Okay, you're welcome. Keith in the Bronx. Let's go to Jeff in Oceanside first. Go ahead, Jeff. What's up?
Hey, Mike. How you doing?
Good. What's up?
Not about my Mets today. About the NFL.
Yep.
Listen, if these players want to have a protest, I am all for it. They can protest whatever they want to protest. But if they're at work It has nothing to do with the First Amendment. It's a work rule. If the team says you can kneel, okay, you can kneel. But if the team says you can't, they're not taking away your First Amendment right. They have a work rule. When you're on the sidelines, you're representing the Oakland, Raiders, the New York Jets, the New York Giants. They have a rule. I want you to stand for the national anthem. That's a work rule. It's not a First Amendment rule. It's a work rule. Yes, they have a right to protest. If they want to go to Central Park on a Tuesday afternoon, you know what? I may go ahead and join them. That's great. Protest, make changes, improve the world. But you're at work. It's not a First Amendment rule. It's a work rule.
Listen, again, I happen to agree with that part. That's something I've been drumming home. I appreciate the different points of view. I do agree with that one. I think it is a work rule. This is a work situation, and I think it should be approached that way. And I think that hasn't been brought up enough. I think you hear a lot of people throw around freedom of speech and all this. This is a work condition. These guys are at work. They're in uniform to perform. That is what they're there for. Back after this.